Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nityananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्
Let's enter into today's satsang. in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Jnanakarma Sannyasa Yoga, 37th verse. Yataitedamsi samiddaha agnihi basmasat kurute Arjuna jnanagni sarvakarmani basmasat kurute tata. As the fire that is kindled burns into ashes the fuel, O Arjuna, in the same manner the fire of experience burns into ashes all the actions, the patterns that keep making the person repeat the same action. God. These are all straight attack. Understand, Bhagavan is not talking to you in a roundabout way. Simple truths, very straight. He says straight away, just like fire burns the fuel, the experience burns all the patterns. Over. I don't know what to comment on this. Such a simple truth being expressed in such small number of words. Please understand, such beautiful truth expressed in such a small number of words. Just as a blazing fire turns firewood into ashes, blazing fire turns fuel into ashes, the experience turns all the patterns into ashes. So strive in all possible ways to achieve experience. Let me define experience. What is experience? Experience is something flows into your system like a current or a vibration, makes your mind stop working in the same patterns in which it is functioning. Sometimes it can be very light current flow, sometimes it can be a wild explosion, but the vibrations which moves into your system and makes you understand the strong truth about yourself. See, that is the reason the Kundalini awakening and levitation liberates you so quickly, because every time I awaken your Kundalini, you are programmed to my inner space, patternless space. Every time your body jumps, some part of your patterns are destroyed. Every time your body moves, some part of your patterns are taken away. You can see every time when your body levitates, tell yourself, this time I will be free from this pattern. I tell you, every time it is renovating your system. That's the exactly right word. Renovating your system. Every time the system in which you are living is renovated and rejuvenated. Because experience breaks any number of patterns. You may be thinking, oh, no, not mine. You don't know the amount of patterns I have. But whether it is 1 ton firewood or 1 million ton firewood, kindled fire is capable of burning any amount of firewood into ashes. So the kindled experience, the awakened Kundalini, is capable of burning any amount of karmas, patterns into ashes. Work, work, work with all the intensity to experience the ultimate. To experience the ultimate. Experience. Kindled experience can lead you to any level, any amount, any path. Kindled experience can show you the truth. Kindled experience can lead you to reality. Awakened Kundalini can program your inner space pattern free. So work again and again and again and again for experience. Every day I am receiving more and more emails that people are practicing prana samyama. I am very happy about it, because wasting the time without working for experience is the crime. That is the reason every day I remind you to work for experience. Every day I insist you put your awareness and energy towards experience. The methods directly leading to experience: unclutching, feeling connection, ajapa ajapa, yen chanting, feeling connection, unclutching. Constantly I remind you. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis. I have created a 1-year program where you can study the spiritual truths,
Nitya Yoga practices to create healthy body, spiritual discourses to develop mental health, meditations that help balance emotions, kriyas to break mental patterns that create suffering, opportunity to express leadership qualities, techniques that improve creative skills. Learn to break all self-limiting barriers to achieve your dreams. Ananda Yogam.
I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate and decide about your future. I am giving you 1 year free food, shelter, clothes, above all the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future.
Every participant is taught the Vedic truths to live life as it leads in a nurturing ambience, along with inspirational spiritual education that helps bring out the best and achieve one's highest potential.
Youth across the world can come and spend a year in Ananda Yogam to work on you, to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I'll open my house for you for 1 year completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny.
Interviews at Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422 03311.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
It is for experience. This whole Dhyanapidam is created. For experience, all these temples are created. For experience, I am sitting alive. For experience, to give experience, I am bearing with all this nonsensical, foolish enmity. Yesterday again one bull is sacred for Hindus. One donkey, of course, even donkey is sacred for Hindus. What to do? Everything is sacred for us. All right, one dash is telling me, still he keeps Venkateshwara in all his temples. It is indiscipline. He should not be in Madurai Adinam throne. This fool doesn't know. Still I have Mahavir in my temples. And I have spoken on Jain Sutras. Jnanasambandar conquered Jain monks. The Nityananda Jnanasambandha has spoken on Jain Sutras. Understand, both are one and the same. He has conquered illusory, experienceless Jain monks into experiencing seekers. I did not conquer. I just try to bring experience to Jain monks directly. That's all. Understand, both is same. He did not fight with Mahavira. He did not fight with Tirthankaras, no. The fellows who diluted Tirthankaras, the enemies of Tirthankaras, enemies of Mahavira only Jnanasambandha fought. Again, so just like how Jnanasambandha has to fight with people who are sitting in Jainism but enemies of Mahavira. I have to fight with people who are sitting in Shaiva Siddhanta who are enemies of Jnanasambandha and Appar and Tirunavukkarasar, Sundara and Shiva.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवकुतोदयिषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः या च यशः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्याया तपतया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोर पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजागशीः या विशृङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां गुरुमाहि गुंसेः पुरुषं जगते शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो वृषगे अहेहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुत रुद्र अमितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुंहेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोप अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय ईडुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वान्मोहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो वप अवदत्यरनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निशीर्याणवागुं उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदरे नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिणे धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् दृढक्तो विश्वतः असो ययिषुरिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पदये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पदये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पदये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पदये.
When you don't have experience, religion becomes load. Religious centers become criminal planning centers. Religious heads become plot strategy planners. If you don't have experience, not only everything is waste, everything is dangerous. See the Vedic tradition, when Buddha comes, all the Vedic Pandits are conquered and they become Buddhists. When Shankara comes, all Buddhists are conquered and they become again belong to Vedic tradition. When Nagarjuna comes, again all the Vedic Pandits are conquered and they become Buddhists. What is going on? When Jnanasambandar comes, again all the Buddhists and Jain monks are conquered and they become Saivites. What is going on? What is truth? Understand, in Vedic tradition, the land of Vedic tradition in India, only one is respected. Only one thing, the experience. If somebody can give me the deeper experience than in which I am staying, I am just ready to follow him. I don't care about anything else. That is the only religion of Vedic tradition. That is why still we are alive even after so much of invasion, attack, persecution and false prosecutions. The experienceless Jews, Romans who crucified Jesus, experienceless Jainas who were trying to kill Jnanasambandar, those same fellows are also only back. Experienceless Shaivites trying to abuse me. When you do not experience, when you don't have experience, not only everything is waste, everything is dangerous. the wealth they have in their hand, the infrastructure they have in their hand, everything is dangerous. The wealth, the social power, organization strength, everything is just for one thing, only one reason: giving experience, spiritual experience to people. I tell you, we will be alive, growing, expanding as long as we give spiritual experience to people. All our temples, centers, devotees, organizers, remember this one thing: as long as you conduct spiritual classes, programs, inspire people, share spiritual experience with them, you will be alive. Continuously put your energy in that direction. Even giving our book and telling them to read is sharing spiritual experience.
The Ingenious Program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious Program are directly under the guidance of enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nithyananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher-order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain yoga. Brain yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious Program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. Medical camps, Annadan, all this will not keep the Sangha alive. All these are only social services. It is like doing little good, sharing what you have. But the Sangha, the spiritual community will be kept alive only by having more and more spiritual experience and sharing more and more spiritual experience with others, giving more and more spiritual experience to others. See, in the young age, once I had the darshan of Kamakshi. I was walking in Tiruvannamalai. Suddenly in front of me I saw one divine form whose feet is not touching the ground. I rushed and tried to put my hand between her feet and the ground. I could see very clearly she was not on the ground. She was just above the ground. Then I realized she is Kamakshi. And she just started walking. I simply followed. I don't know how many hours it took, but without any non-stop, I reached Kanchipuram. When I came to awareness, I was there in Kanchipuram. I want to tell you this incident because it is very important. Earlier, just 2 days before, I had a discussion with Vibhudanandamuri, Mataji, Kuppammal. There was a casual conversation. She asked me, if God appears in front of you and asks, what do you want, what will you ask? I said, naturally, Atma Sakshatkara. That is the word I know at that time for enlightenment. Atma Sakshatkara, because that was the traditional Tamil word for enlightenment. She said, no, you should not ask for that. I was shocked and asked, what do you mean? Then what should I ask? She said, ask, you should never settle down, become contented till you achieve the ultimate. I could not understand. Both mean same, na? She said, no. Whatever you understand as Atma Sakshatkara is not Atma Sakshatkara. So do not use any word and limit. If you ask for Atma Sakshatkara, at that time what you remember, what you understand, Devi will say Tatastu. You will have only that and you are stuck with that. As I should not rest until the ultimate, what needs to be done is done. Please understand, I asked her exactly that same thing. I remembered that Kuppammal's statement. I asked her exactly the same thing. and something happened in my left side of the heart, like a black patch. I started feeling an experience, means like a unfulfillment, kind of a discontentment settling in my right heart, the patch of unfulfillment, like a mole on the skin I felt, and it was there for quite number of years, and slowly it started moving in my skin after many years, and around maybe 17 or 18, it went down to my navel center and became white patch, and still that white patch is there. When it became white patch, the discontentment has disappeared from me. After that only, I never had any discontentment. Maybe I can take it in the other sense. What needs to be achieved is achieved in this body. I tell you, if we trace some of my young age pictures, we will be able to trace that small black patch which later on disappeared. I can still remember very clearly. Ask not to get content till the ultimate experience happens. Please meditate on this one thing. Today all of you pray for this one thing from the ultimate. Let me not be content. Let me not feel settled till I achieve the ultimate. Till the ultimate starts happening in you. Because the discontentment is powerful enough to guide you towards that ultimate. Understand, if you feel discontent in money, that discontentment alone is enough, capable to teach you all the methods, to make you find all the methods to achieve money and make you achieve it. Deep discontentment inside your being is capable of showing you the path and making you achieve the ultimate. Do not settle down for anything you think as ultimate. Ask always, what divine thinks as ultimate, let that happen. Unfortunately, so many times you settle down for what you think as ultimate. No. Today, sit with a deep feeling connection, prayerful mood, request the divine, surrender to the divine, asking, let me not settle down, let me not feel contented, fulfilled, till what you think as ultimate is showered on me. Not what I think as ultimate. What you think as ultimate. Till that happens in this body, let me not settle down. Let me not be contented. Let the Master's presence intensely fulfill you all and make you experience the ultimate as per the ultimate. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 097422033311. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.